Hello everyone! We just got some new leaks about Cyrene's Playable and NPC models and crumbs about her assets. Her model leaks hint at something way bigger than expected with some confirmation about her territory. So here's the situation. According to Luna, Cyrene has 3 separate models in the game files. The NPC version is what most of us already expected. It is the small girl body type, similar to Yunli, and matches what we saw in the official Amphoreus PVs. Luna even specified she wears shoes, for anyone who was expecting another barefoot girl. Type. It's a clean, grounded design that fits her early appearance in the story, a mysterious remembrance-aligned girl who seems fragile, quiet, but clearly important. But then comes the twist. The playable version of Cyrene uses the tall female body type, and even more interestingly, she has dual forms. That's massive. Dual models usually mean heavy gameplay shifts. Think Acheron's alt form or Phainon's territory transformation. These are mechanics that redefine a character mid-battle. For Cyrene to have something like that implies a lot of resources and intent behind her, and the design doesn't stop there. Her playable model is reportedly inspired by both Elysia and Herrscher of Human Ego from Honkai Impact 3rd. That immediately sets off alarm bells in the best way possible. We're talking about one of the most emotionally and visually iconic characters from Honkai Impact 3rd, and they're using her as a base for Cyrene's aesthetics. Pink themes, elegance, duality, maybe even that flower motif. It's all on the table now. And from a design standpoint, this tells us Cyrene is likely positioned as a high-investment premium unit with strong late-game viability. It gets even deeper. Luna also reported that Cyrene's splash art includes a unique realm, and that same background is part of her visual asset package. That strongly suggests she'll have a territory mechanic, just like Castorice and Phainon. In other words, she brings her own world onto the battlefield. And here's where the speculation ramps up. What is her territory? There are 2 strong theories. The first is Elysia, the little village we know she shared with Phainon. From a lore standpoint, this makes perfect sense. If the devs want to highlight her bond with Phainon or explore themes of memory, peace, or loss, that village would be the most emotionally grounded choice. But then there's a second, more high-concept theory, the Elysian Realm. For those who played Honkai Impact, the Elysian Realm was both a story area and a game mode literally created by Elysia, a space of memory, identity, and humanity. If Cyrene's model is truly based on her Herrscher form, and she's designed with that duality in mind, it's not a stretch to imagine her territory pulling inspiration from the Elysian Realm itself. Visually, that would be insane, and narratively, it would give her an identity that links the Honkai multiverse without making her a direct port of Elysia. Now let's talk gameplay implications. The fact that she has dual forms, her own territory, and a custom realm pretty much screams she is premium unit. And while we don't have full kit details yet, there have been long-standing rumors that she'll be an ultimate general support. That would mean she buffs a wide range of allies regardless of path or damage type. However, this introduces a huge point of concern: territory anti-synergy. Right now, both Castorice and Phainon use territories as core mechanics. And if Cyrene also relies on territory for her gameplay, that might make them mutually exclusive. In other words, you might not be able to run 2 or 3 of these units together, even though they're all designed around high-value support or transformation mechanics. If this turns out to be true, team building around territory will become a massive part of late-game meta discussions. Also, her dual forms probably mean she changes movesets or functions mid-battle. Maybe her normal form is a pure support, and the transformation lets her become more offensive, or maybe she gains access to a different set of utility abilities. Either way, this won't be a passive unit you just plug in and forget. Expect high skill expression and a need for precise, buff setups before transformation. And if the Elysia and Herrscher comparisons go even deeper, maybe her territory isn't just a visual effect. Maybe it changes how buffs are applied. Maybe it suspends enemy debuffs or alters how time flows. That would follow the footsteps of Elysia's kit in HI3, which involved field manipulation and multi-layered timing. So we're looking at a unit with 2 models, a custom realm, a territory mechanic, and aesthetic roots in one of the most beloved characters from Honkai Impact. That's not just hype bait, That's development effort and narrative priority. From a gameplay perspective, she's shaping up to be a game-changer support with potential transformation mechanics. From a lore and design lens, she's looking like the emotional centerpiece of Amphoreus. If you weren't paying attention to Cyrene before, now's the time to start. Her leaks are scaling up fast, and we'll maybe see her kit details revealed soon. I'll be covering it in depth the second it drops, so stay tuned. Let me know in the comments what you think her dual form might actually do in battle, and which realm you'd want her territory to be based on. Aedes Elysiae or something. Bigger like the Elysian realm?